So I'm stressing. I've been needing to pick up the phone and just start vlogging today, but it's just been one thing after another. So I figured, reality, real life, it'll be good for me to vent as well. So it's, the week before Christmas. So all the usual things, right? Last minute Christmas gifts, gotta wrap the gifts. One of my alarms just went off, messed me up, got me off track. Anyway, so it's the week before Christmas. To find all the gifts that we've been hiding, make sure everything's fair and even with the kids and then the family, gifts for them, like just all those things, right? Cool, great, amazing. Then I'm applying to grad school right now. So, okay, I submitted for 2 programs. One, they're both master's programs, and I had my 2 recommendation letters, people that were sending them this past weekend. So Friday I got a phone call from the advisor that was like, hey, this program, one of the programs that you're applying for, the deadline is on Tuesday next week. I'm like, it's Friday, right? And I'm like, oh, that's not what it says on the website. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, like they haven't updated, whatever. So I'm like, she's like, oh, but you're good. Like the only thing you have, to submit is your recommendation letters, and so how it works is that you apply, you put your recommendation people, their name, their emails, and then it will email it to them. And then they will get a link in their email to attach, I'm like, I can't even think, to attach the recommendation letter from there. Okay, so Friday I talked to both of my people that are going to send the recommendation letters for me, and they get them in this weekend on Saturday. So then today's Wednesday, yesterday was the deadline. So today I get a text message from the advisor saying like, hey, any updates on the recommendation letters? Like we still need the recommendation letters. And I'm like, what? Text her back and I said, hey, well, they both confirmed with me that they sent the letters on Saturday. And so she didn't respond. And then I got a message from one of the recommendation letter people that I have. And they're like, hey, did you apply for another program? Because I got another email like for another program. So I'm realizing that my recommenders sent their letters to the wrong program. I sent my application for the positive psychology master's degree before the counseling application. And obviously since the deadline is sooner, like I assumed, I don't know, I guess it's my fault. Like I didn't clarify like, oh, hey, make sure it's this program. Like I didn't think that the program that I applied for after the first program was the one that they would be getting emails about and not the first one that I completed. So, obviously that's my fault. Like I should have clarified, and said, hey, make sure it's the correct program, because obviously they tailor the letters of recommendation a little bit to, be for whatever program it is, right? So they're similar, right? One's in psychology and one's in counseling. They're very different, but they're both similar in the like kind of same field, right? So now I'm like so stressed, and you're probably thinking like, why are you doing your makeup right now if you're like stressed and you have to deal with this? Well, I have my follow-up appointment virtually, thank goodness. I don't have to go anywhere, but I have a appointment right now for my ADHD, just a follow-up. So I'm like, I need to just go quickly, put some makeup on, and I'll rant, because I'm just like, oh my God, like so many things freaking going on. My cousin just had her baby, so like we went over there this morning to go visit. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's so sleepy. I went to go drop the kids off at my mom's, and I was supposed to be already wrapping gifts, but I also had to book a reservation for us to go to dinner this weekend to celebrate Ramses' birthday, because his birthday's on Christmas Day. So obviously everything is closed. So we always have to like celebrate like the weekend before or after. So yeah, I had to do that. So like literally that's how it was. Like I came home, I had a call, and then I couldn't just do it through Open Table because they wouldn't let me reserve for more than 4 people. So I had to call, and then it was the hotel number and not the lounge number. And I'm just like, why do you put the hotel number for the lounge number? But whatever. Anyway. So it's just been one thing after another that's I've just been having to deal with, and I'm just like not doing the gifts, and I'm like, I need to do all these before the kids get home because I don't want, I took everything out of the boxes. Like we put stuff in suitcases, like so, they can't reach them. The suitcases are like high up. Not that they are like that, like they go through our stuff or like try to go through and look for their gifts. Like they're pretty patient, but just to kind of like not tempt them, like we just hide them in the suitcase. So yeah, so I had to do all that, and then that's when I got the message, and I'm like, oh my god. I was like, shit, what am I gonna do now? I just told my recommender, I was like, could you just please send the same recommendation letter that you attached to the one you sent on Saturday or this weekend or whatever. I'm gonna talk to my advisor, see if there's any way that we can kind of retract those emails or like those recommendation letters for the Masters in Counseling, so that way my recommenders could send recommendation letters specific for like that program. But now I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to think too much into it. I don't want to be negative and like start to spiral and stuff, but I'm like, shit, like those were due yesterday. Grad has been telling me like whatever's meant to be like will be. Like I had no control over certain things, and the deadline being brought up last minute, that it was like 4 days, 5 days away, whatever. It was just, yeah. And honestly, it's so funny because RAMSES, he got his doctorate at ASU, and that's where I'm applying. And it's so funny because he always, like when people ask him about his program or like what was the hardest part or like whatever, he always says the hardest part is getting in. And I'm like, bro, I am understanding that a little bit with these programs, because it's like, first of all, like I have to get information just to be sure of like what program would be the right fit for me, or like what I would be getting out of each program, what would be better, blah, blah, blah. Just to get that information is like already a pain, And then to actually apply, you have to, like for the one in counseling, the Masters in Counseling, I had to send a video. Responding to like 4 questions. The video could not have any cuts or edits. The video had to be under 10 minutes. And it was so like, despite the fact that like I have been making videos for years and I'm pretty, comfortable talking to the camera and stuff, it's a whole different thing when you're trying to like sound intelligent and not be, not seem nervous, and try to like be professional, but also like yourself, and pivot from one question to the next question and not forget anything. And then if you do, you're like, oh, well, you got to keep going because then you got to start all over again. So yeah, that was also a whole thing, right? And then finding people to help me with the, to write me a recommendation letter when I haven't worked, like had like an actual job in like 10 years. It's, I've been a stay-at-home mom. And the craziest part too is that, I did do my bachelor's 5 years ago and did my student teaching, and I was able to find, people to help me out, but it was like not without trying, because holy shit, like I think I reached out to like 5 people. People would just ghost me. Yeah, ghost me. Some people, were nice about it, and they're like, hey, like I just don't have their time right now, like I'm sorry, but good luck, whatever. Appreciate that. Cool, no problem. No hard feelings. But yeah, some people just straight up ghosted me, just didn't respond to my messages. So yeah, that was fun. So yeah, I mean, boo-boo on me for doing all this shit right in the middle. I mean, I didn't start this right in the middle, but like, This all started back in like November. At this point, please just accept, decline. I just need to know so that I can figure out. I'm like, that's fine. If I don't get in, if I need to reapply, if I need to look for a different program and wait a little bit, or, you know, whatever. I did find the PsyD program that I want to apply to. And I'm also thinking about, it's not at ASU, by the way, because they don't have any PsyD programs. They only have PhD programs, which is another thing that I learned, that those are different things. That is different schooling. So I learned that for sure. And since I had to look elsewhere, I told Ramses last night, I said, maybe if, let's say, I don't get accepted into either of these programs, maybe, because this is my problem. My problem is that I do have a bachelor's, but my bachelor's doesn't have a lot of research or statistics courses, and that's what these PhD, these PsyD programs, these doctorate programs for psychology prefer, right, to have some sort of experience or courses in research and statistics, which is what I lack, even though it says, you know, you can apply with a bachelor's degree. I also reached out to the program for the doctorate program that I want to do, and, you know, she gave me some information that it's basically like I can apply, but obviously, like, if I feel like my application wouldn't be that strong considering all of the requirements, then, you know, yeah, she would recommend I, you know, do something about that to like get my application to be stronger. But so yeah, so that's why I decided to do a master's program instead of just, you know, going straight into applying, where I honestly don't feel like I'd have a very good chance at, and then also, like I said, I haven't worked in 10 years. So all that works against me, you know, unfortunately. But that's where I kind of landed on doing these master's programs first. And so, like I had told Ramses last night, I said, look, if I don't get into these master's programs, then I think my next plan is to reach out to the college that I want to do my doctorate in psychology, and see if they have any courses that I could take there that would be good for them, like that would look good for my application to them, and also because like I'm already a student there kind of thing. So I don't know if there's something that I can work out with them to see how I can better prepare myself to like apply and stuff. So that's my next kind of plan, just in case, like my plan C, I guess. Anyways, I'm just so stressed, like, and then I've been wanting to edit and film and do those things, and that always takes a backseat to everything else. Like, if I'm not posting, that means that I have a lot going on that I just literally can't. So hopefully recording on my phone and editing on my phone will help me put up videos a little more often. Now that TikTok might be, you know, going bye-bye, who knows how it's all going to play out. That's like the hard part, is having to like take all the footage from your camera SD card and then putting it on your computer and then uploading it to Final Cut Pro and then editing it and then like saving it to your computer, uploading it to YouTube. Like, it's a process, you know, like, especially when you're not like a big creator, you don't have help. Like, it's takes work, it takes dedication for sure. That's why a lot of content creators and like especially like YouTubers, they give they get editors, because that's, I think, the most time consuming part. I can film stuff all the time, but to make time to edit everything and upload everything is the time consuming part. Okay, that's good enough for now because I can't be too picky. My appointment is in 17 minutes. And like I said, we're gonna go to dinner on Saturday for Ramses' birthday, so I also need to figure out what I'm gonna wear. I also need to still get him like a couple of more things for his birthday. And then I ordered a couple things for my mom, and I was not happy with them. So I'm like, shit, now I have to go find something better. And that's the thing about shopping online sometimes, that you risk things not looking how you expected. On a lighter note, I've been watching Lost, and it's pretty good. I was a little confused at first. I don't know if you guys have ever watched Lost. It's like an older series. Older as in like, I don't know, the early 2000s or the mid 2000s. I don't even know. I'm not even gonna try. I'm not even gonna pretend like I know when it was. But it was like back when series were like 22 episodes a season kind of vibes, you know. Bro, and my skin has been so dry. It's wild, like the cold weather. And, you know, I'm in freaking the desert, and I already have dry skin. Like during the summertime, like I'm even dry. So I have to like always put argan oil on and stuff to keep my skin like moisturized. But it looks so bad when I put makeup on. Well, I mean, not so bad, you know, but it doesn't look that great. And then I had this e.l.f. setting spray that I bought on a whim, thinking like, oh, well, I need a setting spray. Like I have dry skin. And then the pump like broke. Well, I kind of broke it because it wasn't spraying anymore. So I was like kind of pushing it down a little too hard, and then it like stopped pumping. It like kind of broke. But it wasn't pumping, so it was already broken. Anyway, I think this will have to do because, wow, my brows need grooming for sure. This week has been pretty good though. Like, good thing we didn't do school. Oh, and on top of all of the BS, right? I started my period on like Sunday or Monday or something. And that's just added another layer of rage, you know? I'm keeping it chill, you know, I'm taking my Adderall. Okay, we got 11 minutes. That's as good as it's gonna get. All right. Oh, forgot to finish my nose contour. Okay, let's get this follow-up done. It should be relatively quick. Okay, I just did my follow-up. I'm just like, it's like that paralysis. Like I feel like a sense of like paralysis that I can't move and I just sit here and do nothing. But I'm gonna go make myself a coffee and drink some water because I need to drink some water. Okay, I got everything. I even got new packages. When Bubba got picked up by the groomer, there was like these and those out there. And this is stuff that we had in the closet. And yeah, so I'm going to just kind of go through everything, make some piles, see who stuff fits in what boxes. And then that way when Ramses gets here, he can help me wrap. All my wrapping stuff is in there. Hopefully I don't have to buy any new wrapping paper and stuff. Hopefully I have tape. Ah, shit, I hope I have tape. Also, Lost and coffee. I wanted to buy a coffee today, but you know, it's Christmas. It's the week before Christmas. You know, money's a little tight.
3 hours later.
What'd you feed them?
Who, the girlies?
Yeah.
Pizza and spaghetti.
Oh, perfect. Leftovers. Very nice.
Learn how to walk, and then I will teach you how to fight. Learn how to fart, and then I will teach you how to crawl. Learn how to crawl, and I will teach you how to walk. Learn how to poop, and I will teach you how to pee. Whoa.
Why do some, oh, okay. The other day I ate some and they didn't have chili. I was like, what's the point? Bro, whoever put Cheetos in here, stingy as fuck. I have to have a meeting about this for next year's tamalada because there's
right.
like one little piece of chili in there.
That ain't right. Or you record?
Don't switch up now just because you know I'm recording. Be yourself. Be yourself. I don't even want it anymore.